Let me ask you this. Have you ever paused to consider the power of your absence? Not the fleeting void left by physical departure, but the profound ripple caused when a man of principle, purpose, and unwavering discipline steps away. Have you ever truly realized what happens when someone who undervalued your presence is forced to confront your absence? In a world teeming with distractions and fleeting connections, there exists a rare type of man, one who anchors himself in self-worth, refuses to chase validation, and commands respect not through demand but by embodying virtue. When such a man walks away, it is not an act of anger or revenge but of wisdom. He walks away because he knows that his peace and purpose cannot be compromised, not even for love. This moment, when a woman realizes she has lost such a man, is transformative, for her and for you. It is not merely a reflection of her regret, but a testament to your strength. The Stoics, those ancient masters of human ethics, taught us that the greatest power lies in mastering oneself. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." What follows in her mind is an intricate dance of emotions, shock, introspection, and an aching yearning to recover what was lost. But for you as a Stoic, it is not a moment to gloat or to manipulate. It is a moment to solidify your resolve, to live in accordance with your values, and to let go of what you cannot control. So, my friend, join me as we delve into this journey, a reflection not just on her feelings, but on your path as a high-value man. Let us unravel the wisdom of the ancients and uncover how your strength in walking away can lead to a life of clarity, purpose, and undeniable respect. The initial shock: picture this. A woman who once saw you as unshakable, always present, is now confronted with your absence. It's not subtle. It's a tidal wave of realization. The man she relied upon, who stood firm and steady, is no longer there. This is the shock. The void left behind isn't just about losing you. It's about losing what you represented. Your strength, your stability, your refusal to chase validation. All of it now feels irreplaceable. But remember, this isn't about revenge. It's about clarity. By stepping back, you demonstrate what the Stoics taught. True power lies in self-control. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. In this moment, while she feels the weight of your absence, you remain composed. Not out of spite, but because you know your worth is not tied to her reaction. Her shock is her burden. Your strength is your liberation. Introspection and regret. In the silence that follows your absence, her mind turns inward. Why didn't I see his worth sooner? What could I have done differently? The questions cut deep, and the weight of regret begins to settle. She replays moments she once dismissed, now vivid with meaning, thoughtless words, missed gratitude. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." And so, her thoughts now turn inward, staining her with regret. She sees too late that you were not a man seeking validation, but one grounded in self-respect and guided by purpose. But remember, her regret is her burden, not your responsibility. While she lingers in the past, you remain steadfast, knowing your worth is defined not by her recognition, but by your principles. You don't look back, you rise, stronger and unshaken. Persistent memories and what-ifs. The echoes linger, a song on the radio, a familiar street, or a fleeting scent. All reminders of what she lost. These memories are sharp, unrelenting, and impossible to escape. They tether her to the past, forcing her to confront the reality she ignored. But it's not just nostalgia, it's the torment of the what-ifs. What if I had appreciated him more? What if I hadn't let my pride get in the way? These questions swirl endlessly, trapping her in a cycle of self-doubt and regret. As Seneca said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. While she wrestles with shadows of the past, you, the Stoic, remain firmly in the present. You understand that the past is a teacher, not a prison. Her memories may haunt her, but they do not define you. You continue forward, grounded in purpose, while she remains shackled to the ghost of what once was. This too is the power of your absence, showing that the only way to truly live is to embrace the moment, not dwell in the illusion of what might have been. Attempts to reconnect. And then the reach begins. A message, casual in tone but heavy with intent. Hey, I was just thinking about you. A comment on a shared memory. A subtle question about your life. These are not random acts, they are calculated steps, a quiet attempt to re-enter the world she thought she could leave behind. But you see it clearly, not just a yearning for you, but for the control your presence once gave her. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is your moment to remain composed. Respond if you wish, but only with clarity and on your terms. By standing firm, you remind her and yourself that your worth cannot be negotiated. Her regret is not your burden to carry. Realization of uniqueness. And then it dawns on her, what she lost wasn't just a man, but a rarity. You weren't like the others, easily swayed or desperate for validation. You were grounded, self-sufficient, and driven by principles that elevated you beyond the ordinary. This realization cuts the deepest. She begins to see that your absence is not simply a void to be filled, it is a reminder of the connection she will struggle to replicate. As Marcus Aurelius said, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. You lived by this creed, unwavering in your authenticity, and now, that integrity is what sets you apart. Her understanding of your uniqueness is bittersweet, for it comes too late. While she grapples with the weight of this truth, you continue to rise, your strength not diminished by her recognition, but magnified by your adherence to your own values. Remember, you are not defined by her regret. Your worth lies in the life you've built, the principles you uphold, and the unshakable resolve you embody. In her eyes, you are irreplaceable, but in your heart, you know that this is simply the power of a life lived with purpose. Stoic lessons for the high-value man. Now, my friend, let us shift our gaze from her journey to yours. For while her realizations carry weight, it is your actions and mindset that truly define this story. As a high-value man, your path is guided not by external validation, but by the Stoic virtues of self-control, wisdom, and purpose. Emotional detachment is strength. To detach is not to be cold or indifferent. It is to master yourself, to free your mind from the chaos of others' emotions. Epictetus teaches us freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things beyond our control. You cannot control how she feels now, but you can control how you carry yourself forward. Calm, composed, and unshaken. Your worth is not negotiable. You are not a commodity to be bargained for, nor a piece on a chessboard to be moved by fleeting emotions. Your value is rooted in the discipline you live by, in the integrity you refuse to compromise. The Stoic knows that self-respect is the foundation of a virtuous life. Let no one, not even regretful hearts, diminish that. Live with purpose. Your journey does not end here, it begins anew. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, do every act of your life as though it were the last. Focus on your growth, your ambitions, and the legacy you aim to build. Her recognition of your uniqueness is a testament to what you already knew. You are a man of substance, walking a path few dare to tread. Let her regret be her lesson. While her introspection may lead her to transformation, that is not for you to judge or control. As Seneca said, time discovers truth. Her journey is hers alone, just as yours belongs solely to you. In this moment, stand tall. You are the embodiment of Stoic resilience, a man who does not waver in the face of loss or regret. You move forward not because you are indifferent, but because you understand that true strength lies in living fully, purposefully, and unapologetically. And so, with each step, remember this. The Stoic warrior does not seek to be understood or desired. He seeks only to live in harmony with his values, leaving behind a legacy of strength that speaks louder than any words ever could. Let me leave you with this thought. Your journey as a high-value man is not defined by who stays or who regrets leaving. It is defined by how steadfastly you live according to your principles. While her realizations may weigh on her, they are but echoes of the greater truth you have embraced. Your worth is not determined by the perceptions of others, but by the life you build for yourself. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." And that, my friend, is your path. You do not chase validation, nor do you let regret, yours or hers, distract you from your purpose. You rise each day with clarity, focused on what lies ahead, knowing that your strength comes not from what you have lost, but from the man you have become. Her feelings of loss, her memories, her what-ifs, these are not your burden. They are simply the reflections of a life you touched and a standard you set. But you do not linger there. Instead, you walk forward with the wisdom of the Stoics as your guide, unshaken by the past and undistracted by what you cannot control. So now I ask you, will you rise to this challenge? Will you embody the discipline, the clarity, the strength that sets you apart? The choice is yours. Live not for the fleeting recognition of others, but for the unshakable pride of a life lived with purpose. This is the mark of a true Stoic warrior. This is the power of knowing you are enough. If you found wisdom in these words and are ready to embrace the path of the Stoic warrior, don't stop here. Subscribe to Ultimate Stoicism for more timeless insights and transformative teachings. Hit the like button to show your support and join a community dedicated to strength, purpose, and self-mastery. Your journey to unshakable resilience starts now. Don't miss a step.